When we talk about transatlantic slave trade, we often focus on the brutal ocean journeys. But what about the deep and painful impact it had right here in Africa, especially on the lands that make up Nigeria today? If you think that the story ends at the coastline, you are in for a surprise. Let's uncover the untold effect of this dark chapter in African history. Between the 16th and 19th centuries, countless African men, women, and children were captured and sold into slavery. Historians estimate that over 3.5 million people from what we now call Nigeria were forced into this brutal trade. Think about this for a moment. 3.5 million lives, families, communities, generations taken away just like that. That's like losing the entire population of some modern cities. The Yoruba, Igbos, and Hausa communities faced unimaginable disruptions. Entire villages were empty and families were torn apart, leaving a scar that still lingers today. Let me ask you this: if something like this happened in your hometown, how will it change your community? It is a powerful reminder of the pain many Nigerian ancestors endured. Areas like Badagry, Calabar, and Lagos became infamous trading hubs where Europeans and African traders exchanged goods and people. These ports weren't just places of trade, they were places of deep sorrows and loss. Picture this: thousands of people, chained and helpless, waiting to be shipped off to a distant land, never to return. Quick facts: I've made a separate video diving into the history of how Europeans enslaved Africa, the fate of the slaves in the New World, and its impact on the larger society. If you want to learn more about what happened there, check out the link below. Rulers and merchants gained wealth through the slave trade, creating a dangerous cycle. The demand for slaves led to more wars and raids within Nigeria. For example, in the 18th century, the Kingdom of Oyo expanded through frequent military campaigns, partly to capture prisoners for the slave trade. Imagine this: your village is at peace one day, and the next warrior invade, taking people away. The fear and trauma from this will have been unimaginable. Here is a thought for you. Many of the battles fought in that period were not just for land or power. They were battles fought to meet the demand for human lives. How do you think this changed the way communities trusted their own leaders? The impact on Nigerian society was huge. Traditional structures started falling apart and trust among neighbors and family was shattered. With so many skilled people taken away, farming and craftsmanship declined, leaving entire region weaker and struggling. Think about this for a second. If you suddenly lost half of the skilled people in your community, farmers, builders, healers, what will happen? The loss was not just physical, but emotional and cultural, creating gaps that have yet to be fully healed. Even after the British formally abolished the slave trade in 1807, the damage was done. The legacy of the trade continued to affect the economy, culture, and social fabric of Nigeria long after. And here's the shocking part: some of the economic challenges and social issues we now see in Nigeria today trace back to the disruption caused by the slave trade. Let me ask you this: did you ever wonder why certain traditions and practices feel lost or broken? This is one of the reasons why. The ripple effect of the slave trade disrupted entire ways of life. If you find this story eye-opening and want to learn more about how history shaped Nigeria and other parts of Africa, please follow, like, and share this video. Let's keep this memory alive so we never forget. And don't forget to check the link below for most videos on the untold stories of African history. There's so much more to uncover together.